pleasure to be your MC today. We have got the most exciting lineup, which I know you've seen in your schedules, but it's going to be a fabulous day. So before we get started, I'll just introduce myself. My name is Louise Barnacle, and I joined the business 6 years ago this month, so it's my Aloe anniversary. So, thank you. So my background prior to Forever was that I was in hospitality. I was a restaurant manager. I owned a restaurant in Mallorca at one point, and I'd kind of spent my whole career life working very, very long hours, weekends, evenings, and unsociable hours. And about 50% of that time self-employed. So if anybody in the room comes from a self-employed background, you'll understand when I'm saying how a traditional business is absolutely exhausting. Many a time I was the chef because chefs would walk out, and it's just the dramas and tribulations of catering, I suppose. But with any traditional business, and I had some others as well, it was always that if I wasn't there, the business wouldn't run itself. The business always seemed to own me rather than the other way around. So my last business was a pub in London, and that's when I became pregnant. Alongside the pub, I also had another business, which was again linked to hospitality, but that was 7 days a week as well. And why did I work so hard? Well, that's because I love to spend money, I'll be honest. I like earning money because I like spending money. So I'm absolutely prepared to always work hard to do that. But I never had a life. So as much as I had bits of time out and things, I could earn lots of money, but it was always, very detrimental to family time, etc. So my very best friend in the whole world from school is Ange Lochran. And she invited me to go to Sardinia as her +1 on the Eagle trip. So I thought I was going on a few days holiday, and of course I came back with a Forever business. And it was absolutely incredible speaking to people from different countries. Lots of people in the room today would have been along with the people that really inspired me to rush back to the UK and to start building my business. What really attracted me was two things. Being self-employed in the past was the royalty-style income. So knowing that the effort that I put in now, if I choose to slow down when I'm 85 years old, I'll still be getting paid. And that was something I'd never come across before. The other thing as a parent was that if anything happens to me, this business is willable, so we get to leave a legacy income. So if you're new in the room, just to explain that a little bit further, if anything happens to me, my business would go to Phil, and if anything happens to the two of us, my sister then has my income to bring up our daughter until she's 18, and then the business would go to her. So that just, every time I even say that out loud, I can't believe that that's what we're actually doing when we build our Forever business. So, like I said, I've been in the business for 6 years. Bob mentioned the travel. That is my motivation with this business, it really is. When I joined, I just wanted to get to South Fork when I heard that the trip was to Dallas. When I qualified for that Eagle trip, I took 4 pairs of cowboy boots with me. I was obsessed. I had pictures of JR on my office wall and everything. And so the travel, so we've been lucky enough to go to Mexico, to Dubai, to South Africa, to Singapore, to all these incredible countries. Like just last month, 17,000 of us in Stockholm. You can't even imagine how much of a party that is for 17,000 of you all to be together. So I absolutely love that. And again, nothing I'd ever had in a previous role. So obviously we've got the Bahamas and Sydney working towards now, which is, again, it just absolutely keeps me motivated every single day. I love the ability to be able to earn an uncapped income. Again, obviously there's normally a shelf on what you can earn when you're even self-employed. I only had a certain amount of seats in my restaurant, for example, and I love, again, like I said, the travel. But most of all, what Forever gives to me and my family is the time freedom. So I get to decide my diary. I get to decide what I do for the day. If Molly is sick from school, I can just rush and pick her up at any moment. Nobody owns my day. And that's really what the business has given us. Restaurants, you're in there for 15 hours a day, non-stop. So for me, it's the time freedom. And also the friendships. So I've got many, many friends in this room, and I absolutely love just being able to hang out with like-minded people. And of course, then the friendships that you build with your lovely team.